I'm not sure what the ad on flatmates.com would look like, but the Prime Minister does come with a dog, if that makes any difference. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has made the decision to leave his electorate office here on Marrickville Road in the heart of his electorate, Grayndler, after 30 years. And the main reason that his office have cited for picking up stumps and moving on is 2 years of what they've described as aggressive action by protesters. And we have seen a number of protests, particularly around Australia's position on the war in Gaza over the last 2 years here. We've seen the front of the office defaced, we've seen graffiti, but we've also seen a number of in-person protests, including one only in June of this year that happened around the time that Greta Thunberg and a number of other demonstrators were making their way through what they described as Israel's blockade of Gaza on one of those Freedom Flotilla vessels. Now, it was that particular protest, as well as a number of other protests that have physically had demonstrators here on Marrickville Road, that have been cited by the Prime Minister as causing major disruptions, not only to the day-to-day working of his electorate office for the good people of Grayndler here in Sydney's inner west, but also to St Clement's, the church next door. That's one of the main reasons Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has decided to move on from this location, is what he says is the disruptions that it's caused to daily church services, as well as things like funerals. Now, it's important to mention that this particular office here, the Prime Minister has pretty much not stepped foot in it since January of this year over those larger security concerns that have obviously dragged a lot of other federal as well as state politicians into their net as well. Now, where the Prime Minister will be heading next, we're not exactly sure. However, we do know from the Prime Minister's office that that next location, that new office, will be somewhere close by here in Grayndler.